Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to reading for the week of February 5th. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what is going on for you. You have a ton of people showing up here, so that's interesting. But we start off with the Nine of Hearts. So getting something you want, getting something you wish for, definitely a good wish card, and definitely good for just getting something you wish for. I would say it's a card of victory. You actually have a couple cards of victory, kind of like winning something or seeing some sort of success. So I definitely like to see that for you this week. Next, you have the King of Diamonds. Can be a card of victory, like I said, a card of success, or even a card of good luck as well coming in for you. This is a great card for changes with money. I said the same thing to Cancer this week. I mean, I think that just looking at the chart, this year is all about like money in a lot of ways for water signs. Probably just creating more stability and creating a better life in the future for yourself, and that could be kind of like the main focus. This is a great card for saving, looking at your money, looking at how you spend money, and looking at like what you do with your money as well, and trying to come up with some sort of plan there. It is the card of the entrepreneur, and also the card of like selling things, like trade and trading things and profits and resources. So again, it is a card of like getting very down and dirty with finances. Next, you show up as the Jack of Hearts. I actually think this could be an admirer coming in for you this week, probably a fellow water sign coming in for you at this time if you are single. If you are single, I mean, I would say, to me, just looking at the chart, the number one problem for water signs right now, and especially if it's a fellow water sign, is probably both of you are going to be too shy to talk to each other. So, I mean, that's like the major problem right now for dating for water signs, I would say. You do have a Jack of Diamonds, so again, there could be somebody more forward coming in as well. But you would need to probably, kind of like try to get things going here. For the rest of you who are already in relationships, this is a card of having more fun and needing to have more fun as well. Next, you have the King of Clubs. I would say ignore people this week. This card can represent judgments coming in. And again, these are judgments that actually don't even exist. These are judgments that us water signs create in our heads. Like I said, as a Pisces, I totally get this because, I do this all the time where like I think somebody is like looking at me or, something weird like that. And, you kind of like come up with a story in your head. Again, I think that's like definitely a water sign trait of like coming up with these stories about, whatever, and thinking something's happening that's not. So again, definitely don't do that. This is a great card of being a leader, and it's also a great card of intuition. So definitely trust your intuition this time, unless it's dealing with like other people who you think are like looking at you or something. It's probably not true. This is also a great card for friends and somebody who could be helping you at this time, and it's also a great time for asking friends for honesty as well. Like if you need an answer to some sort of question or you need help with something, this card says that there's probably somebody or a bunch of people, even though this is only one person. This can say there are like friends who will be very honest with you about things. Next, you have the Jack of Diamonds. Great card for work, especially if you're doing something new, I would say. Even if you're not doing something new, work-wise, it doesn't really matter, because this can represent a new kind of like infusion of energy into you where you feel like you want to reach the top, kind of like a very fiery energy. Even though it represents an earth sign, it can still represent, kind of being more wanting to really kind of reach the top at this time. It can also be a card of anxiety, probably around relationships. Again, like I said, I think just water signs right now, looking at the chart, I'd say probably too shy to talk to the other water sign, just creating this like thing, right? So definitely something to think about, because maybe that will make you take a risk that could lead to a great relationship. But this is also mostly a card of work, and is a great card for those of you in sales or who do anything like involving other people as well. It's a great card. Some card reading systems even say that this card represents good news, just some sort of good news reaching you at this time. Next, you have the Three of Spades. Take care of your health. I would say just make sure to stay healthy at this time. Coming off of that eclipse, by the way, last week, great time for making changes in health and kind of like updating your health and things like that. And finally, we have the Six of Spades. Incremental improvements and finally seeing improvements at this time. I mean, this whole year, I just think that 2018 in general is a year of improvement. I think 2019 probably a little bit better, but, not that this is a bad year. I think it's a great year. But again, I think they're just kind of like these like very step-by-step improvements. Capricorn, obviously step-by-step climbing a mountain. So, I think that's what we'll mostly be seeing is kind of just like these steps, but I do think it will be rather exciting. So it looks like a good week. Like I said, a lot of people definitely socialize this week. Whenever you have a bunch of people showing up, like 2 kings, 2 jacks, great time to get out there, meet people, especially if you're in business or work where you deal with a lot of people. Great time to like try to get together in groups and do all that sort of stuff, because this card says a lot of people could be attracted to you at this time, as far as love is concerned, but also just in the business sense as well. So it looks like a great week. So enjoy your week, and thank you for watching.